right, we got time for one more question. So this is just pretty much for me because I'm loving. First of all, I appreciate all of y'all taking the time to come out here and talk to everybody out here. I've learned some things about y'all, and I thought I knew everything because I talk to y'all individually all the time. So this is personally for me. Why Hits 92.3? There's a million different stations in Atlanta. So just one at a time. Like I really want to know, like, transparency, like of anywhere you can be. Why Hits 92.3?
They have other radio? No, I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's because of you. I mean, legit, because I don't know nobody else that own a radio station. I mean, I know you since we were 12, and you told me you was opening a radio station, so I'm coming. Like, that's because of you, for real. Like,
it's definitely because of Kels.
Yeah.
Just the moment you walk in the door, it's just like a family vibe from the beginning. She's humble when she can be arrogant because I mean she on a radio station. You know what I mean? So it's just never. I don't want to say she's for the people, but she's just a people person. It's just a vibe, you know, that you don't get certain places. Some people you get that stuck up on. It's not about a money thing. It's just a business perspective, and the way she moves make you want to move with her. So my reason would just be for Kels, hands down.
Well, I would have to say, I met Kels how many years ago at Ballin' for Lupus, and you were a part of the media, and I believe I was on the white team that year, and then you brought it to in real life. I can't shoot basketball with the damn, but I was on the team. No, purple. I was on the purple team. We won every year. Yeah, we won every year. 4 years in a row. See what I'm talking about? 4 years in a row. But when we had the conversation, and she said to me, "Why not you?" You remember telling me that? She looked me dead in my face and said, "Why not you?" And then that person in the back said, "Didn't I tell you that?" So that's the reason why I said, okay, well, shit, why not me? And I've been here 2 years just because of that. That means if a person look at you and believe in something that you don't even feel like you can do, why not?
Sure.
And that's in real life. That's because she looked at me and said, "Why not you?" And that's why I'm still here.
Kels for me too. So I was a guest on another radio show that we used to have here, and I had a great time. I met City and everything. The next time I came, I met Kels, and my spirit just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be here. Like literally, like within the first few minutes of meeting you, I don't even remember what we talked about or anything. And then I remember sending the email, "Hey, can I have a show?" So yes, we're here for you. But when I think about the organization that you run, this radio station, it is professional, it is supportive, it is encouraging. When you look at how diverse all of us are, you don't get this diversity on any other radio station. There's a lot of competition among different hosts and different shows. We can go on each other's show and support and share guests and money-making ideas and interviews. You don't get that anywhere else. So you can come here, we have fun, and everyone loves their shows, but you can also come here and learn about business, okay? And I love to say this all the time. Kel is like one of 10 African-American women who own a radio station. That's huge right here in Southwest Atlanta. Not many other people can say that. They're owned by Radio 1 or Cumulus or, you know, CBS Radio or whatever. So this is a great opportunity that you provided for us, and I'm just so happy to be part of it.
So,
And you got to go after it.
I had to come here because Kel stole my idea. So as y'all know, I was at other radio stations. I was at B100. I was at New Radio with Mook. And I interviewed Kels, and I told her, we need a radio station that can be corporate, but can entertain the hood. You know, not hood and can't entertain anything corporate. The other way around. And she was like, yeah.
Next thing you know.
So I brought Kels back. She was hosting with me, and then she started picking my brain. So I mean, if I was to do that, what would I need to do that? Well, all right, Kels, well, you need to do this. All right, I'm gonna call you back. And that went on and on and on. And then finally I said, "You doing it?" She was like, "Yeah, we doing Well, I might as well come over there then. I mean, since you want me to run it and I'm asking me all these questions, I might as well come there. So, I appreciate y'all, loving my creation.
She moved faster than you did.
Nah, 'cause I really wasn't into it. I'm glad she did it. She doing her thing, and right now, if she needs something, I'll be like, yeah, we need to do this, we need to do that. Or she'll ask me, and I'll be like, I already looked that up. You can do this like this. She'll be like, oh yeah, and she'll jump right in and get it done. So I appreciate Kels for doing that. She's the detail in the woman that I was saying. You did. So my hats off to Miss Kels.
I'm here because of Kels. I'm here because of Kels. I used to be Kels hair. Well, I'm still Kels hairstylist on some days. I would sit up there. We would go live, and I'd have her cracking up, like just seriously, just cracking up. And she would be like, "You don't belong behind the chair," and I would be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I think it took her literally about 3 months to say, listen, we got a radio station, you need your own show, you need your own show, you need your own show. And I finally just committed because I believed enough in Kale's belief in me. And so I'm here for that. I'm also here because I don't want to ever work for anybody. I'm not really a clock in and out type of person. I talk junk. I tell the boss I'm not doing that. I'm not really doing that. So you have to find your niche, and in being pushed to do something I wasn't very sure of, I found my niche, and I'm just gonna see if I can be a rose from a concrete and grow. And if I can't, it opens up opportunities that you might not have thought of. You know what I mean? So sometimes your path ain't necessarily the path that you want, but the path that opens up because of the path that you took.
So let me just jump in this too, like for real, you are the reason that I'm here as well. You already know that. And I went to school. I had a little 1 hour radio show at the school station, but I hated my voice, and I didn't think that I had the personality to do any of that. So literally, I moved back home. It had to be a year because I've been here. I moved back home, and I was doing comedy, and I uploaded a comedy video to Instagram, and I was still hashtagging ATL comedian. And Kels hit me up, and she was like, hey, she had a whole little spiel though. I know she copied and pasted, but still. She had a whole little spiel about looking for a comedian for her show. And I was like, let's do it. And I sent it to all my friends, my mom and them. Mom was downstairs, I sent it to everybody. And I was like, I'm coming. And she said that she wanted me to come that Monday, but I had something. And she didn't know I wasn't in Atlanta. I ain't tell her either. But I was like, I'll be there. So I had to come the following Monday. And when I came back, it was like family. For me, you have been the entire, even when things get hard, even any of that, like you've been the reason because I see your drive and I see your push. And when you have people on your team that believes in you and your vision, then that's all that you need. So, I always do this, I'm sorry. There's the scripture that says, write the vision and make it. No, man, I'm a thug. The scripture says, write the vision and make it plain. And you wrote the vision and you made it plain, so everybody else is running with your vision. So you don't have to work as hard as you think you work because you really have people who are going to do it. I know sometimes we get on your nerves, we feel like we ain't doing it, you got to come in and do it. But I thank you for never giving up because they say it in church all the time, like your yes saved my life and all that. But you already know my story. Like literally, you reaching out to me got me from a place that I knew I wasn't going to ever return from. So I definitely thank you for real.
Sorry guys, she gonna cry. Stop. She gonna cry. I was supposed to be quiet. I'm just hosting the event. I'm supposed to be quiet at this point. But I'd like to answer the question as well. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't know if it's this or that or I don't know. But the reason I'm here at Hits 92.3 is God's alignment. He used Kels as a resource. Real quick, because I don't want to take up too much time. I'm a student at Georgia State University. My major is communication speech. I am due to graduate this year. So the beginning of 2020, I told myself that you're gonna work for some radio station here in Atlanta before the end of the year. So here it was, November. I had a dream. I'm a dreamer. God gave me a special little gift. I don't know if you guys have it, but I have it. I had a dream that I was working for a radio station. That morning I got up, I was going to one of my classes at Georgia State, and after I got up, I started scrolling on Instagram. I always follow Atlanta radio station hashtag and Atlanta radio personality. I follow all those hashtags. So I saw the Hits 92.3 logo. I don't know who page it was, but I was like, let me find the owner. So I found the owner, it was Kels, and I DM'd her, hi, I'm a student at Georgia State University, I want to do radio, blah, blah, blah. And I closed it and went to my 8:30 class. I didn't expect her to respond. It's so crazy because even after she responded to the message, I saw on her page, this is after now, do not DM, do not contact. I was all out of order, so I knew it was God's alignment, because when I got out of class at 11:30, well, another class at 11:30, I saw, she said, sure, would you be able to come in for an interview? I was like, oh my God, I missed it. Anxiety set in. And it was like, no, this is for you. You dreamed it. You know what time it is. Like, I said, well, I just got out of class. I just saw your message, but I could come tomorrow. I came. I had an interview. I walked out of there. It was the most fun interview ever. You remember, you were sitting there. I laughed, I talked, and I was myself. You know what I mean? Like, I told the truth about what I could bring. Like, I could talk about anything. I don't mind talking about yeast infections, BV. I don't mind talking about whatever. You know what I mean? I done been through it all. Mental health, whatever. I can talk about it and I can be transparent. And she said, okay, well, we'll let you know something by 2 o'clock. Let me tell you, that was the longest damn 2 o'clock. Let me tell you, 1:59 set in, I was at Slutty Vegan with my friends. I'm like, bitch, she ain't called yet. They was like, it's all right, girl, you got it. If not, that means bigger. That's how my friends do it. Girl, that means bigger, whatever. And I'm like, nah, but I really want, because I like them and know this is good for me. I'm in school, whoop-de-whoop. And at 4:30, I said, hey, I just wanted to, I sent a little message. I just wanted to, get an update on, our wonderful interview that we had, whatever. She's like, yeah, Judy was supposed to contact you. Judy contacted me at 5 o'clock. I was so happy. I felt like a kid in a candy store. I've been there. I've learned even more things about myself just from, because I am an entrepreneur, just from like working in a setting where, there's multiple people, and I forgot how the delegation thing goes, because it's been a minute. And my background is management, so it was kind of hard for me to like set in a setting. I was like, okay, so this is preparing you. You got to do some growth, and we've had some great times, and we've had some learning opportunities as far as myself. And I'm just so grateful to be here. I do believe in the vision. I do believe that this setting that we're in now is going to grow. The platform is going to grow, and because if I'm in alignment with it, it got to be right, because I pray about everything that I step into. So I just wanted to thank God, for aligning me with Kels, and it is her personality, her vulnerability, her openness that keeps me afloat. Because boy, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning with 2 kids, sending them to Shirley House, that's my grandma, ain't easy. So I did want to just, take the time to interrupt and say thank you, and it is because God has aligned me with her, and I know it's going to be great because I'm attached to it.
Amen.
And so is God. Amen.
Thank you, first of all. We're coming up on our 1 year. Next month in February, we'll be here 1 year. So, I'm super excited because Winter has been on radio for probably about 7 years. And when she left the AM station, she's 14, but she's been on for a minute. When we left at the AM station, I was like, we're never going back to internet station ever again, because it was like a really bad experience. It was good, then it got bad. And then I went to 3 people. I said, well, I gotta put her somewhere. I was like, I don't want, 2 years is coming up on her not being on radio. So I said, well, who do y'all have in mind? And I promise you, I kept looking through Instagram and kept seeing Kels, and I was like, who is this girl? But I didn't know anything about the radio. I'm just seeing a model, and I'm just like, who is this lady? But just so happened, I asked 3 people. I said, so if I could put Winter on any radio station, I was like, where should I put her? Because I went and looked down, and I saw you. I was like, well, who is this? The 3 people that I named had her. So I was like, how do I even know her? So that was my hack. Hello, this is Winter's mom. So thank you so much for having us. I love it here. I absolutely love it.
Can I say something real quick? I want to ask you this one question. Did you not handpick each and every person that's on this panel? Because see, I got my DM. Did you not handpick?
Just about. I didn't ask him. I pretty much. I've been with me through everything. Like when we didn't have heat, when we didn't have AC. I don't necessarily handpick everybody, but everybody is pretty much like I probably talk to every single person about something. I definitely was in your DM. Probably just about everybody's DM.
Oh no, you handpicked me.
I did. I was like, I'm gonna tell you why I picked Nephew too, because I watched when she was on TV with all the ratchet and the rah-rah and all that. And she was on Instagram and was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks straight, she just had all this positivity videos going on. And I was like, people need to see the new Nephew. And so they was like, you want all that on your show? I was like, no, y'all don't know Nephew now. Y'all know Nephew from TV. But she got a lot to say. And I wanted her to be able to have a voice to say. Everybody here is very special to me. I appreciate like literally all the things that I've been through. And that's why I asked y'all personally, because I want to continue to grow. Like I know y'all love me, but I was like, is there something I can change? Like I can work on? Like people think because you own a business that just keep doing what you're doing. I always like feedback. I want positive, negative, whatever it is, because if it's something I'm lacking in, I want to know so that you can stay another 2 more years, another 6 more years, another 15 more years. But again, I just want to thank y'all so much for taking the time and just sticking with me through everything. And I promise it's more to come.